Hey guys, this is Corey here with Concert Crap, and I'm here speaking with Scott, lead vocalist of Carnifex. How you doing today, Scott?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Thanks once again for doing this. All right, let's get into it. Your new album, Slow Death, is out August 5th. What can fans expect from old Carnifex sound, and what new things can they anticipate with this release?
I think with every Carnifex album, you know you're listening to a Carnifex album. This one is definitely a lot different. We took a lot of risks on this one, trying to incorporate some new sounds and some new influences. So I think that's going to be something that people notice right away. If you heard the single, and maybe you heard the whole record, I'm not sure. Did NB send you the record or no?
I just heard the new song, the only song that's been released so far. That's it so
Just
far.
a single. All right, yeah. Yeah, I think if you listen to that one and you compare it to our other songs, you can already hear just some differences there, and there's new elements we're trying. And basically, we just wanted to try to do something no one else is doing and write a record that isn't out there right now. I think once you get your hands on the album and you listen to it front to back, I think it's going to be hard to find another band that is doing what we're doing. So it would be an album that is definitely us, but also an album that nobody else is doing. For us, it's pretty exciting.
These are my words. Why is this the best Carnifex album? Sum it all up just really quickly for fans.
Because it's the newest one. Why is it the best? Well, I don't know that I can say it's the best one. I mean, that's kind of a hard. It's like asking, what your favorite child is. It's hard to say which one is the best one. We certainly put everything we had into this, and we didn't let anything go on the album that we didn't feel was 100%. And we took all those risks that we wanted to take, and we really didn't worry about trying to sound like anyone or fitting into any genre label or anything like that. We really just wanted to write something that was truly us every step of the way. So I think, as far as it's the most authentic record we've written, it's definitely that. It's definitely no one else's voice but ours. It's definitely exactly what we wanted to give to the fans, and nothing less than that.
Where do you gather your inspiration from? Like, when just thinking of new material, do you do it like with all the guys in the band, or do you just do it yourself and say like, hey, this sounds cool, this sounds cool? Like, what do you personally do yourself?
You talking about lyrics or the music?
Just anything for the album. Like, what aspects? Where do you grab your inspiration from?
Well, musically, it's all about trying to create a mood and a tone. You want the music to give you a certain feeling, and then once you have that foundation of the feeling that the music's going to give you, you want to complement it with lyrics that take you even further down that path. So when we're writing, Sean will write most of the material, and Jordan will write material, and then Sean and I and Jordan and I will sit and we'll work on arrangements, and that's a pretty lengthy process. And we'll do that, and we'll rewrite a bunch of times until we have an assembly of a song that we think is pretty solid, and then from there, I'll start writing lyrics to it and writing patterns to it, and then doing final arrangement changes and structuring changes. And then once that's done, we kind of go back and rewrite the song as a whole with the lyrics on top of it. And that's where we worked with Mick Kinney a lot, coming in and doing the final programming and effects, those extra atmospheric layers that you hear throughout the songs. So it was a really long process. There's 10 songs on the album, but we probably wrote and rewrote each song 7 or 8 times. So it was a long process for sure.
Is making music still your favorite thing to do ever?
Yeah. I mean, of course, I really enjoy it. It's not limited to making music. It goes along with it. The concepts for the cover, the concepts for the merchandise, the aesthetic of what we're wearing live, the music videos. I wrote the treatments for those music videos, and not just making the music. It's creating in general that really is what fulfills me.
And you're doing what you love, which always helps, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're out there trading your time for money and it's not something that you enjoy, you're going to look back at those years and really feel like you didn't spend them the way you should have. Every day we spend, we don't get it back. So I think that's something for people to really keep in mind and trying to find something that satisfies them.
Next question. You guys have a little more than a month then before you go out on tour for pretty much the rest of the year. So besides like relaxing and rehearsing before the tour, what do you like to do in your downtime?
Well, there's no downtime. There's no relaxing. I mean, I'm home from tour, but that doesn't stop the business of the band, I mean, I'm on an interview with you. It's probably the 80th interview I've done in the last 2 weeks. So, there is no downtime. There's all the promotion that goes into the album, and there's all the merchandise that goes into getting ready for tour. There's all the logistics that go into getting ready for tour, the pre-order packages that are up right now. There really isn't downtime. It's definitely 24/7. So I'm pretty much living and breathing the band and band-related business. But when I'm not, I'm writing. I'm working on my graphic novel, so I'm just writing that and getting that ready for release next summer.
I know you're talking about a lot of like the pre-order stuff, like packages. What special things did you guys make for this new album? Like anything special that you made yourself, or you feel really good about that people should like, it's a reason why they should pre-order so they can get like this exclusive like merchandise?
Yeah, we did a few things that were pretty fun. We did a great little pin set that we've never done before, so it's like a die-cast pin set. It's not like a button, it's like actual pin set. And then we did these great oak planks that have the album cover art burned onto the front of them, which I thought was really interesting. So it's art actually on this piece of fine oak wood, and it's a really cool piece. We did some great denim vests, I thought, that I hadn't really seen before. So we just tried to bring a lot of exciting things into the pre-order packages, along with the more typical hats and shorts and shirts and those types of things, just to make it.
Is there ever anything that you suggest or anyone in the band suggests that just gets like turned down? Like no, we can't do that. We can't do that for a pre-order package. Is there just like anything unusual that you guys think of that like you just can't do?
Yeah, I tried to do some candles. There was these candles where you can get artwork printed directly onto the wax.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it was just it was really expensive. So in order to be able to sell them and then ship them, they would have been really expensive. And it just wasn't something that would work. So
hopefully one day.
You always run into things where you have an idea, and then executing it is the challenge.
Hopefully sometime down the line, maybe you guys can do that. That'd be pretty cool gift to give fans. All right, let's get into touring. You guys are going to be, like I said, on tour for pretty much the rest of the year, but like you said, you've been pretty busy. Summer Slaughter tour, Ozfest, Knotfest, Meets Knotfest, the festival, Never Say Die Fest in Europe. Which one are you most excited to play?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to all of them. There's not one show in particular. At this point, I think we've done, Carnifex has probably played probably close to 5,000 shows live.
Yeah, you guys are touring machines.
Yeah, we've been playing together for 11 years, so it's not necessarily, I've learned not to put all my stock into a single show and let that, make or break my outlook. But yeah, we have a lot of great stuff coming up. I'm excited about it. We have another tour that we're going to be announcing in the next month that it's really fantastic, that people will be really excited when that comes out. So, it's just, I'm looking forward to the new album as a whole. It's going to be a long touring cycle. It's probably going to be a 2.5 to 3 year touring cycle, so we have a lot of work ahead of us, but it's going to be a ride. For sure.
And then just immediately back in the studio, back to work again, right? Non-stop.
I mean, yes and no. We're pretty slow when it comes to writing. Between Without Hope and Slow Death, there was a 28-month gap there. Which for a band our size and our genre, that's a bit on the long side. Most bands are doing 16 to 18-month gaps, and we went 2.5 years. So I think the next album is going to probably be closer to 3 or 3.5 years. It works out better for us to put the space in there.
Being a singer that like screams and growls and I feel like you just put your whole soul out there when you're performing live. How do you train yourself to endure those intense vocals for such a long period of time, night after night?
I just found what works for me. That's really the best thing. Singing is a little bit different than any other instrument because it's, if you have a guitar, hey, you just put your strings on and you just tune it up and that's that. And it plays, it's great. But, with your voice, there is no putting new strings on and there is no sending it to the shop or what have you. So, to me, it's just a matter of just taking care of myself and knowing my limits, knowing what I can do, knowing what my voice is going to sound like, and just accepting that for what it is. And I think when you're new and you're trying to figure out your identity as a musician, you're trying to sound like other people. You're trying to sound like your inspirations. And I think that's kind of can get you in trouble sometimes. You can push yourself to a limit where it's just not going to work, trying to sound like something that you're not. So, my voice sounds a little bit different than everybody else, and it's because I just settled into what works for me and what I can do long term across years of touring. So it's just doing what is best for me and listening to that.
What advice would you give to somebody who looks up to you and wants to be a singer like you, maybe in the same genre or just something similar, and like follow in your footsteps to achieve like your guys' success, if not surpass that success?
You have to really love it. Metal's great if you hate money. There's no money here, even when you make it. Even when you make it, there's no made it. So I think it just has to be something that you really want to do, simply for the fact that you want to do it. And if you're going to go on tour, you pretty much have to let everything else go. There's all your friends. Your girlfriends are going to come and go, and you're going to miss everybody's birthdays and weddings back home. And that's just the reality. That's the reality of what it means to be in a metal band. It's a life sentence touring, and that's all there is to it.
You guys are approaching anniversaries for some of your early albums starting next year. Are you guys planning on doing any of those like anniversary tours like most bands do?
No, I think a lot of bands do that because their new albums aren't relevant. I think you have bands going, 10 years of this album because nobody's listened to any albums since then. And that's not enough. I mean, I like those albums for what they are, but I kind of feel like we've moved on past them. I guess if the fans really clamor for them, we might do something, but I don't know, I have a hard time going back to playing a full set of music that we wrote over a decade ago when we're writing our best music right now, and the band's bigger than it's ever been because of our music right now. It kind of doesn't make sense to me, but you never know. We might do a hybrid thing where we do a tour where we play some featured songs from some of those classic records that maybe we haven't played before.
And because you guys have been around for so long, like you're getting better with age, of course, so why go back to that early stuff that maybe you didn't know as much as you do now? So that's a great way to look at it.
Maybe we definitely didn't know as much as we do now.
All right, man. Is there anything else you want to say about your new album, about your fans, about anything at all?
Yeah, it's going to be available worldwide August 5th. If you want to pre-order it, go to our website, carnifexmetal.com. It's on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Play, all those digital downloads and digital pre-orders. All those things really help us out. So just try to find it and pre-order it, and then we'll see you on Summer Slaughter.
And I'll definitely leave all the links to all your social medias, to the main site, everything below. So let us know what you guys think of Carnifex's new material. Make sure you pick it up. It's out August 5th. Leave us a comment in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe. This has been Corey with Concert Crap, and we will see you guys next time.